Consensus nucleotide sequences. A consensus nucleotide sequence is derived by comparing many sequences with the same basic function and tallying up the most common nucleotide found at each position. It therefore serves as a summary or average of a large number of individual nucleotide sequences. The DNA sequences of individual bacterial promoters differ in ways that determine their strength, the number of initiation events per unit time of the promoter. Evolutionary processes have fine-tuned each to initiate as often as necessary and have thereby created a wide spectrum of promoters. Promoters for genes that code for abundant proteins are much stronger than those associated with genes that encode rare proteins, and their nucleotide sequences are responsible for these differences. Like bacterial promoters, transcription terminators also have a wide range of sequences, with the potential to form a simple hairpin RNA structure being the most important common feature. The DNA sequences of binding sites recognized by a given protein may not always be exactly the same. Likewise, a stretch of amino acids that bestows upon a protein a particular function may be slightly different in different proteins. A consensus sequence is, in each case, a version of the sequence having at each position the nucleotide, or amino acid most commonly found there in different examples. The consensus sequence for promoters in E. coli recognized by RNA polymerase containing sigma 70 was derived by aligning 300 sequences known to function as sigma 70 promoters and ascertaining the most common base found at each position in the -35 and -10 hexamer. That nucleotide is then chosen as the nucleotide of choice at that position in the consensus, its relative frequency and the frequencies with which the other three nucleotides occur at each position are portrayed in the graph. Note that there is no significant consensus among the 17 to 19 nucleotides that lie in the region between -35 and -10. Consensus sequence for the major class of E. coli promoters. The promoters are characterized by two hexameric DNA sequences, the -35 sequence and the -10 sequence named for their approximate location relative to the start point of transcription designated +1. For convenience, the nucleotide sequence of a single strand of DNA is shown. In reality, the RNA polymerase recognizes the promoter as double-stranded DNA. On the basis of a comparison of 300 promoters, the frequencies of the four nucleotides at each position in the -35 and -10 hexamer are given. The consensus sequence, shown in the graph, reflects the most common nucleotide found at each position in the collection of promoters. The sequence of nucleotides between the -35 and -10 hexamer shows no significant similarities among promoters. In that example, each individual promoter sequence had previously been identified, thus aligning the sequences is trivial. But consider a rather different example. In this case, no binding site has been identified for the DNA binding protein in question. However, several regions of a chromosome are known to contain binding sites somewhere within their lengths. A computer algorithm is used that scans each of the sequences of these chromosomal regions, searching for a potential binding site common to them all. A second approach to deriving the consensus sequence for a DNA binding protein when the binding site is not already known takes advantage of chemical methods for synthesizing vast sets of short DNA fragments of random sequence. The protein of interest is mixed with the population of DNA molecules, and those DNAs to which it binds are retrieved and sequenced. A comparison of the sequences bound reveals the consensus readily, because each of the fragments is very short. This method, often called SELEX, is widely used to define binding sites for previously uncharacterized DNA binding proteins.